Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Behind the Lens with Carol and Prash, where, as always, we strive to bring you timely and topical insights in a box. Today, we want to talk about hybrid working. What's it all about and how it matters to all of us? Carol, would you share?
Yeah, this is a really interesting subject. Who would ever have thought a while ago, over a year ago, would be talking about wanting hybrid way of working? You know, when the pandemic first started, everybody was like wanting to get back to the workplace. Now we're in our comfort zone and we're working from home. Not everybody loves it. I do get that. But overall, a lot of people are saying, and there's research that's showing and surveys coming out from many management consultants who are now saying things like employees are saying they want to work maybe 3 days a week in the workplace and 2 days a week from home. They've proved to themselves they could be super efficient and super productive, and in some ways more productive than ever. So what they're saying is that we need to leave the workplace for being collaborative and actually have the home office for being able to work. So it's a very interesting turn of events that is happening now.
Well, given that change, and look, it's not going away, as you say, the research shows that it's here to stay. What can we do about it? What can organizations, large or small, look to do to make that shift easier?
The shift isn't difficult, but nevertheless, it needs a strategy. Managers need to be aware that they are not working their employees too hard, because so many people I speak to now say, oh, it's great, I can work from 7 in the morning till 10 at night. Well, that's not the answer. Right. So set realistic expectations of them together with the working hours. Actually ask them how many hours they're working, what they're doing, and making sure that you communicate well with them. Right. So to take into consideration that sometimes they're going to be in the workplace and sometimes they're going to be at home, and that's good. Your whole team are going to have the hybrid way of working. It can work. So your team around the boardroom table, maybe some people who are actually in the workplace face to face, and some people are actually speaking via Zoom at home. Does it matter? Not in the slightest. Can it be more productive? You bet it can. And so therefore, I really look forward to that as a stress consultant. I look forward to the point where people can say, this is what's working for us. Managers trust their employees. They're communicating really, really well. So I truly look forward to this hybrid new way of working.
Thanks, Carol. Any other ideas or tips that you'd care to share?
I think that it's a great opportunity for the organization. I think it's a great opportunity to think, how are they going to manage that? How can they have their employees being more productive? Actually, to get into the shoes of their employee who's working from home. So to have a whole group of people, some are working from home, some are working from the workplace. Either or, everybody's working together. And the most important thing, wherever you're working, is that you feel valued and recognized for who you are and the contribution that you make to the business.
You know, you hit the nail on the head with that one. And let me share 3 tips with all of you here watching that add on nicely to Carol's 3, which is, as Carol says, every employee needs to have or feel that they have a voice. They need to have that voice. A couple of tips how to do that. Regular call-in style clinics. Set a time regularly in people's calendars where anyone can just call in and share their updates, kind of like a stand-up or a huddle. Do that for your teams. Secondly, celebrate successes of both office-based and remote-based teams and individuals. Thirdly, host live Q&As with the leaders, town halls, more regular short time halls. Encourage conversations, both upstream and downstream ideation of best practices, hybrid working tips, etc. So people feel that their ideas and their suggestions are being taken on board and taken seriously. Secondly, make a project easier. Make project working easier. The ILM, Institute of Leadership Management in the UK, says that more than 80% of distributed workers struggle with inconsistent work practices. So maybe it's time to make sure that you're using your SharePoint, your SAP, or these new kids on the block, Asana, Slack, Monday. Harness them and use them in a good way. Lastly, don't neglect the individuals and the team's mental and emotional health. Carol, you know that you and I are all about this. Invest in your team's well-being and welfare, and you will find that absenteeism and presenteeism goes down and your engagement goes up. Last words, Carol.
I think my last word is to actually manage the new situation with excitement, interest and with openness, and to really include all your team around you with what their specific needs are. They're not necessarily the same persons they were a year ago. People have changed. We have all changed. We're all doing things that we never thought we could do. Let's use that to the benefit for the organization and for the benefit of the individual, so that teams can work really very, very well alongside each other, whether that's remotely or from home. Remotely or from the workplace, it really doesn't make any difference.
And that, my friends, hopefully is powerful food for thought for you to take into your organizations or your own businesses and work and use. As always, Carol and I are here to help you with your stress management, well-being, and leadership needs. Reach out to discuss if you want a plan to help you to make hybrid working a reality for you and your organization. That's it from us. Take care. Bye for now.